Mateus Herdy from Brazil taking on the gold medalist, Kauli Vaast from France. But we know he surfs Tahiti. He's from Tahiti, grew up there. Sky, we know you absolutely love doing airs yourself. We'll get back to this in just a moment because it looks like Mateus is going to stroke into this one. So this heat is officially underway with just on 28 minutes, which is really 12 minutes into this heat. Streaking down, waiting for it to stand up. Just didn't have that steep face he was looking for.
It's cool because, you know, we were them, me and Sarah were them, and we were just watching them and we're like, wow, like, levels change. There's so many of them. Kauli.
Here we go. Kauli, first we're seeing him, a bit of a steeper face there. Belts that first turn, comes around, really drives hard in the pocket with a beautiful finish. Wow.
He's chasing out of this wave. Tried to get going at the start here. It was a nice turn, but he kind of didn't really offer him heaps of critical opportunity after that. Little carve in the lip there and a nice finish. But you can kind of see he sort of had to work to get to the end of that wave. Whereas if we, as we see Mateus's ride when we cue that up, he just kind of was able to carry his speed the whole...
What we saw from Jarvis Earl earlier today. Now Mateus, this is a better looking wave for him. Glides into that first turn, really strong second one, and it drifts up and over the lip there for the third turn. So both of the surfers getting a really great start.
Really having to work for it. What did you like about this wave, Sky?
Oh, it was sick. You know, they both power surfed it. Yeah, I don't know. I thought they were both pretty cool.
Not a lot of downtime. He's looking again here, wants to back up his first score very quickly. Lovely opening carve, almost comes away from it, belts it again in the pocket for a second one, and a nice snap there, up and over the foam in 2023. So this is a huge momentum shift for Kauli. Stace, this last wave.
Yeah, I love how he's able to put these turns really close together and put the finishing touches on this wave here and just getting those two majors out the back without much downtime, and he just kind of got to keep the same line. Probably would have liked a little bit more out of that last one, but nevertheless, he's putting two pretty strong scores on the board there. The judges are going to have a fun time breaking this one down as we see the Stone and Wood slow-mo replay here. Did well just to kind of get out in front of that and, yeah, like we said, get to show all his power. Mateus Herdy's first. It just goes to show the confidence of these young lads. They're really not scared of anything.
Here we go, Mateus. Wow. Gorgeous down carve, comes up again, and that traditional just kick the fins up, but can't hold on there for Mateus. Annoyed with that one, Sky. What do you like about this one?
It's that carve, it's beautiful. I mean, so sad he couldn't ride out of that. I haven't seen that much of him falling, so yeah, a bit of a bummer, but it's very, very pretty. Yeah, no, I did.
While we were in the break, this is Kauli Vaast. This one didn't go into his top two, got some beautiful surfing done. He's just kind of...
As you mentioned, Sky, working with Mother Nature, that can kind of happen to anyone.
Sure. Mateus now takes it to the air, can't quite stick it. That's two waves in a row we haven't seen him get the makes, and he's, like you mentioned, Stacey, he's definitely a momentum surfer.
Yeah, I think as we look at the Stone and Wood replay here, I mean, Sky, you spend way more time in the air than Jesse and I combined. Talk us through.
Cal, we were just sitting here looking at the waves all over Merewether, and there's so many options. How did you find the ones that you knew were going to get you through that heat against Lobby?
Something to clean up.
Well, and it's been so cool to see the support that you have here on the beach. And I know a lot of support at home, too, with Nina taking care of brand new daughter, Penny. Just how are you balancing being at home during this competition and also doing new dad duties?
Pressure's on, but I think he just looks really tricky out there. It's a bit timing maybe.
I'm just going to call this a robbery.
Yeah,
he really didn't do anything wrong there. Like,
I don't know. Yeah, that looked pretty good to me, but Mateus.
Stace, the Stone and Wood slow-mo on this one kind of gives you...
He's right on landed in the wrong spot maybe.
In that interview, but he is so loved down here.
Yeah, big time.
Mateus trying to build some momentum here. We've seen him have a couple no-makes. Goes big. It can't quite get the landing on that one. He's still got time, though. I mean, the Sky...
sorry, it's in California. Like, you know, I have my place there. I spend a lot of time in California, so yeah, my home.
Right now, Mateus, better looking first turn here. Coming down, we know what he wants to do. Goes to the air, still with it, and can't get out over the foam. Landed really far up his board.
You know, you look at how good this first turn was here. Perhaps the air was the right call, and it probably was. But you can see at the moment he really only has eyes for one manoeuvre, and it's a very high-risk manoeuvre, and it will score extremely well if he makes it. But he's 0 from 5 in his last 5 attempts, and that's, you know, at some point he's going to have to factor in the conditions and the wind, because he's doing everything right. It's just this wind is just holding him up in the air and pushing him back out.
And this is Kauli. Massive first turn, comes back around, gets a bit hung up on that second section. It has been the tail, just getting ever so slightly hung up.
And then we see Mateus Herdy's wave here. Speed never an issue for this young man. Big Larry to start, keeps his momentum going down the line, and the snap to finish. You know, like he knows it. He knows he can do it with turns. And let's see what we get here.
Here we go. Chasing a 5.84. That one runs off at him.
Don't know what you're going to get next or ever, so.
With second priority, Mateus Herdy.
Big air, but just the board coming away from him, so that wind.
The wind.
To come into surfing from skateboarding,
Yeah.
as we see Mateus looking here. Needs a 5.84, goes to the air. Still, unfortunately, couldn't get the completion. He's got 30 seconds.
Yeah, but it feels so good when you get that wave and land it. Extra rewarding.
Mateus giving himself every opportunity, but unfortunately, he is going to be out of competition. He's definitely one a lot of people have picked to make that top 10 and qualify. He's got so close so many times. Sky, it's been an absolute pleasure.